We are live. We are live. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, we are live. And this evening on the Huddle, we're going to be talking about five most common ways that you can make money online being on YouTube, though you may not have 1,000 subscribers. You may not have 4,000 hours of watch time, and you may not be in the partner program, but you can still make some money on YouTube. And we're starting right now. Praise the Lord, everyone. Welcome to the Huddle. I'm your host, Walter Strong. And if you're new here and you want to broaden your reach, not just broaden your reach, but learn about tips and tools on making live streaming easy for you as a beginner, we welcome you to the show. And as we said in our opening, we're going to be talking about 5 of the most common ways that you, as a content creator, can make money online on YouTube, though you may not be in the partner program as of yet. And so we want to get into this discussion, especially if you are a brand new channel and it's just starting out. You're a small channel that's starting out. And so we want to get into this content tonight and share some relevant, important tips on making some money online. And so if you're watching me this evening on YouTube, let me know in the chat where you're watching me from. Give me a hashtag Team Live. If you're watching me on X, formerly known as Twitter, give me a hashtag Team Live. And if you're watching me on LinkedIn, give me a hashtag Team Live. And of course, if you're watching the replay on either of these 3 platforms, give me a hashtag Team Replay in the comment section. I want to say good evening to my dear sister Florence, who is in the chat. I see you there. Good evening as we get ready to get into this discussion on making money on YouTube, the 5 most common ways. Now, I picked these top 5 because as I've been doing my research, they seem to be the most 5 top common ways. They're not the only way that you can make money on YouTube, but they are the most common ways as a new channel or a small channel that's marching towards those milestones of rather 500 subscribers with 3,000 hours of watch time, or 1,000 subscribers with 4,000 hours of watch time to be in the partner program of YouTube. But that doesn't have to stop you if you're not there yet to be able to make some money on YouTube. Because look, let's be real here. Real recognizes real. It costs money to press record. It costs money to go live and to have certain live stream softwares that we may have, being able to use different types of services to be able to come up with content ideas and be able to, use types of A/B testing for thumbnails. These different platforms cost money. And so you want to have some form of side income coming in to be able to help you to keep the lights on. You got to keep the lights on. So let's get into the content. I want to say good evening to my good man, Professor John Lacey, learning live streaming with John Lacey's in the chat. Good evening, sir. So glad you can join us. As you are watching me, also let me know in the chat what you're watching me on. Are you watching me on the desktop? Are you watching me on your HD smart television? Or are you watching me on mobile? Let me know. Let me know here in the chat whether those 3 platforms. I see John is on YouTube. Florence is on YouTube. So those of you on X and LinkedIn, definitely check in with us. So without further ado, I wanted to share this in terms of as a introduction to our discussion. Being able to make money online, you can do it in quite a few ways. We're going to talk about these 5 common ways. One of the ways that I was first introduced to make money online before getting into YouTube was through the writing of my first book that I wrote back in 2015. a book that I wrote called A Quiet Place with the Father, which is still on Amazon as a Kindle edition. My paperback is no longer available through the self-publishing company that I was using, but the Kindle version on Amazon is still available. A Quiet Place with the Father. It's under the title of Elder Walter Strong III, which was my, my prize baby and project that I had worked very diligent in working, and it was a great joy to be able to be called an author, and just kind of looking online and seeing it still there. It really, brought back some memories in my first journey of content creation and blogging and things like that. But I remember when I got my first book sale, selling online and selling in person to people. I remember an individual bought like 30 copies of my book right there on the spot. I think at the time I was selling it for like $15 a copy. And of course, the Kindle version, I think I saw online now, is about $5.99, but at the time it was out $9.99. So, but just having that experience of selling your first product that you have, it's a rewarding experience to have. And so when you're looking to be able to make money online, these different ways that we're going to talk about, when you end up experiencing the reward and the fruits of it, it encourages you to be able to know that there's proof of concept that you can do this. There's proof of concept. So I want to kind of throw that out there and get into our first way you can make money online, and that's through affiliate marketing. That's affiliate marketing. There are many definitions that I've heard in terms of how affiliate marketing is described, but the most practical way I've heard it described is that you are sharing a product or service that you are very passionate about, that belongs to another person or company, that you are getting a commission from. A product or a service that you are very passionate about, that you have used yourself, and they give you an affiliate link to be able to put in your YouTube description, or if you're a person who uses your website and have a dedicated page where you can be able to have your audience, the individuals from your community or viewers just viewing your page, whether for your website or your YouTube description, when they click on that link, they can then go to that link, look further into that product or service that you have recommended. And if they make that purchase, you get a commission from it. But as I said, it's a product that you are sharing, that you're passionate about, that you believe in. I also believe that it should be a product or service that's in line with your brand alignment, the brand that you're building on. Let's specifically just talking here on YouTube, the brand that you believe in. You believe in, that you're trying to build, that you're communicating through your value proposition, that you're communicating through the content that you're uploading, through the videos that or live streams or shorts that you're making. It should be a product or service that's in line with your brand. Because to recommend products that are not in line with your brand, unfortunately, you can end up doing a disservice to your community, to your viewers and your audience who watch your content. So it's a product that you're passionate about, a service that you're passionate about. It's in line with your brand. But most importantly, it's in line with your audience. It's in line with your audience and what your audience wants from you, because you're sharing this product or service in terms of how you know it can add value. Myself and you, those of us in the chat, we shouldn't be recommending products or services that are not in the best interest of our audience. For example, if you're a person who is recommending a product or service because it offers you a very high commission, but yet it's not something something you're not very passionate about, it's not in line with your brand, but you're doing it for the simple first fact of saying, hey, look, I want to do affiliate marketing, but it doesn't add value to your audience, you're going to miss the mark. and as a result, it's not going to do well, and you're gonna hurt your credibility from by doing that. And so you want to recommend products and services that you know that has your audience best interest at hand. I see my good man, Indie Trader, in the house this evening. Good evening, sir. So glad that you are joining us this evening. And again, those of you who may be watching me on LinkedIn and Twitter, definitely join. Let me know in the chat if you're watching me on mobile, if you're watching me on desktop, or if you're watching me on your HD smart television. Let's continue. Another way that you can make money online is through merchandise. Through merchandise, that merchandise can be in a couple of forms of way. It could be through T-shirts. It could be through hoodies. It could be through hats, coffee mugs. It could be physical products that you're selling, like we talked about, a book that you have released that's in line with your YouTube channel that you're sharing content through, and it can be these various ways. But I think it's important when you are offering merchandise on your YouTube channel and to your audience. Again, it has to be offered in the best interest of your community. It has to be in the best interest of your community. When I first created my hoodies and my T-shirts that I have for the Huddle, those physical products were created for the purpose of just for branding purposes. Individuals have reached out to me and asked, "Hey, how can I get a T-shirt? How can I get a hoodie?" I certainly make them available to them through PayPal or recommending them over to my store at Printful. But the new merchandise that I'm looking to be able to release in 2024 has to be in the best interest of the community. Because when you offer something that's in the best interest of the community, then it's something that viewers on your channel, subscribers on your channel, followers on your platform will want to be a part of and purchase and be identified with, learning live streaming with John Lacey, identifying themselves with Equip Institute, identifying themselves with Ender Trader or the Huddle with Walter Strong. They want to be identified with me or you as a content creator through the merchandise. So it has to be in the best interest of the community. The quality has to be of high quality, design high quality. So that way, whether if you are offering it through print on demand, you want to make sure that the quality is the level where it needs to be, where you can go and purchase some sample products and try them out yourself to make sure that they're high quality, because you don't want to put average below poor standard merchandise out there that again will reflect negative on you or me as content creators. And individuals have the ability to communicate and say, "Hey, no, this was not a great purchase or buying experience for me. I didn't really feel like this was of good quality." Try the merchandise that you sell through whatever, whether if it's Etsy or through Printful, and try the products yourself, and then make them available. And then, most importantly, don't be ashamed to promote your merchandise. I think where a lot of content creators kind of struggle out the gate in offering merchandise is that they struggle with knowing how to promote it. Be able to promote it. Now, I'm not saying being an aggressive selling person where you're spamming people's inboxes or you're using your social media and you're just all on your social media pages, buy my merch, no. You should be able to know how to promote it in a respectful and inviting way that individuals say, "Hey, I want to check out what you have to offer." So again, affiliate marketing, merchandise, physical products are a great way that you can make money online, though you may not be at 500 subscribers and 3,000 hours of watch time, or 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time in the partnership program. These are a great way to make money on YouTube or online. Hey, do me a favor. If you're getting great value out of this live stream discussion on making money on YouTube and online, please do me a favor. Click that like button for me. Hit the share button and pass this on to a friend or a fellow content creator you know that you've been having a conversation with about wanting to make money online. This will be some great value to him or her. Let's go ahead to the next tip. A way you can make money online is through crowdfunding. A couple of ways that you can use crowdfunding is Buy Me a Coffee, where you can be able to get donations by putting a link in the description of your YouTube channel. And again, when we talked about promoting your merchandise, being able to promote and to just share with individuals that, hey, there is a Buy Me a Coffee link in the description where you can help and provide a donation. You can also be able to have, through Buy Me a Coffee, memberships where you can take the viewer experience to the next level, where you can be able to offer them additional types of products and services where they have to become a member of that what you're offering. So you have Buy Me a Coffee, you have Patreon, and you have Ko-Fi. It's interesting that when we talk about links, and I think it's important to also, with affiliate marketing, when you are offering a product or service and you have the links in your description along with your link of your crowdfunding, you have to disclose to your viewer. We're talking about particularly affiliate marketing here. You have to disclose with your viewer that link is there, and that through them purchasing that link, for example, Amazon, when you put that link in the description, you have to disclose for legal purposes that you can get a commission from that. And so you want to have that disclosed. The same way you want to disclose in terms of the Buy Me a Coffee, the Patreon, because as a content creator, you don't want to violate any terms or conditions that can get you in trouble legally and also can get your channel in trouble. So you want to always make sure you're disclosing, but you want to make it available for people to know. So there is a Buy Me a Coffee in our links of our descriptions of our videos. We have Amazon, where we recommend some of the products that we use on every time we go live basis, from the Elgato Facecam to my Audio Technica microphone. And I have to also look at buying me some new headphones, because my Audio Technica headphones just recently broke. So I'm using an old pair of headphones. And but being able to let people know the products and services that you use, that you're passionate, again, going back to what you're passionate about and what you believe in. Want to say good evening to my dear sister, Mommy God. That's in the chat all the way in the Philippines. So glad I got John in Australia. And so grateful that you guys are here online with us, talking and having a discussion about the 5 most common ways that you can make money online. And then a 4th way is through digital products. You can make money online through having digital products for how-to guides that you can create. Canva is a great way of creating how-to guides through PDFs that you can be able to make available to your audience, to your community. Ebooks is another great way that you can create, again, through Canva. There's also something called Amazon KDP, where you can create ebooks that way on content that you've created. Like, for example, you take John Lacey, who I consider an expert in the field and the topic discussion of OBS studios. John, you can look at those various videos and live streams that you did and be able to put together an ebook or newsletter as a digital product and be able to, sell that to people who want to learn more about OBS studios. And then you have online courses. Online courses is another form of digital products that you can offer your audience, your viewers, and subscribers who want to be able to learn more about the topic that you are a subject matter expert. Um, and so let us know as you're clicking the like button this evening and sharing this on your favorite social media platform, which of these ways that we've talked about so far are you making money online on YouTube? Are you making money online through affiliate marketing? Are you making through merchandise? Are you making it through crowdfunding? Are you making it through digital products? Let me know in the chat that you are doing. I want to jump over here to the chat right quick and just kind of grab a couple of comments. Mommy Guy says, "Oh my, John, hats off on the OBS. It's so hard." Yes, John, and that's what I really respect about like John. He puts the disclosure and helps a beginner, even though I'm on StreamYard. He makes it a point every time when he talks about OBS, kind of blowing you up this evening, John. And I realize it's morning over in Australia for you. He makes it a point to let his viewers know that despite the perception that OBS Studio has gotten from most people, the experience that most people have gotten, he breaks it down in a very practical way in how you can navigate and be able to use OBS Studio efficiently and effectively. And so definitely, John says, truth is easy to lose and hard to rebuild. This is true. When you are recommending, going back to affiliate marketing, when you're recommending products that are not in the best interest of your audience and you're just doing it for a commission, ultimately you're going to hurt your credibility. You're going to hurt your credibility, and you're going to just, you're going to do a disservice to your audience. Keep those comments coming. John says, it's powerful, but most people only need a small handful ways of features. The trick is not in getting overwhelmed. This is true, and I would say that's true for 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 any type of live stream platform, whether if it's Ecamm, whether if it's through StreamYard. You just only need a few handfuls that's going to give you a functional live stream show that's going to create a wonderful experience for your viewers. A wonderful experience for your viewers. I found when I start trying to use all types of different features that StreamYard has all at the same time, and I'm not really being efficient at it, and most importantly, it's not creating a wonderful experience for you as the viewer, that's when I get myself in trouble. And you can get yourself in trouble in a lot of ways on different platforms. Hey, if you're getting great value out of the discussion on the five most common ways on how you can make money online, though you may not be at 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time and in the partnership program, do me a favor, click the like button, share this on your favorite social media platform. And if you're new to the Huddle, where you want to learn about tips and tools on making live streaming easy for you as a beginner, subscribe to the channel, click the alert notification button, and join the conversation here in the live chat, either on YouTube, LinkedIn, or Twitter. All right. So let's get to number 5. Number 5 is services. Services is another great way that you can be able to make money online on YouTube. And I'll go back to my good man, John Lacey. Again, I'm not an individual who uses OBS, but because I make sure that I try to watch at least 3 to 4 times that he goes live out of a month to learn as much as I can about OBS Studios. But if I come across someone who really wants to use OBS Studio, who do you think the first person I'm going to call? Who do you think is the first person I'm going to call? John. John is the person that I'm going to call, because he can be able to, through that referral to him, and I'm not trying to refer it to him so I can get some form of commission, but I'm going to point the person in the best direction on so that they can get the help that they need. And he may provide some type of coaching or consulting services with the individual. The same way, if you are a person who's been doing YouTube videos for quite a while, and you've done your own editing, there may be individuals who may seek you out because they like your style of editing, and you may be able to provide that as a form of service to them because it meets the pain point and needs of that creator. It could be through graphic designing. It could be through graphic designing that you can offer a service. Whatever that service is that you can be able to provide for another content creator or content creators, hey, use that as a way to make money online on YouTube as you are marching towards your milestone. As you're marching towards your milestone. I've had quite a few individuals who have reached out to me for coaching and consulting on some fundamental things on just being able to set your YouTube channel up properly. I find a lot of individuals that's been on YouTube for about 6 months to a year, they don't have a channel banner. They don't have thumbnails. They struggle with being able to write compelling titles that's concise and it's benefit driven for their viewers. Well, that's a service of coaching and consulting that I can offer. How about you? How about you? Let us know in the chat as we continue this discussion. And like I said, these are just 5 of the most common ways. There's others. An individual may say, well, what about the Amazon influencer program? That's another great way of making money online, but you also have to understand that there are certain criterias that you have to meet to be able to get into that program. Okay? There's certain criterias. So I just wanted to offer these 5, the most common, that as a small channel, as a new channel starting out, you can be able to make money online through affiliate marketing, through merchandise, through crowdfunding, through digital products and services. These are the 5 quickest ways that you can get out the gate. So if you have a monthly bill that you have to pay with StreamYard or with Ecamm, Ecamm has an affiliate program. Boom. Let individuals know about your affiliate program and the value that you're getting. You know, as I was doing my research on the topic of affiliate marketing, one of the most important points that I heard Pat Flynn talk about this, because he's a person who has a program on affiliate marketing. He talked about one of the reasons why most people struggle with affiliate marketing. And when I say struggle, they're not getting conversions. They have all these links in their descriptions, but no one's clicking on them. And that's because they're not, one, passionate about it, but they're not sharing the product or service as if it's their own product or service. I'll let you meditate on that for a minute. They're not sharing the product or service as if it's their own product and service, because I go back to my introduction when we got on this discussion. I started with my book. Because I created the book, I wrote the book, I would market and share and promote the book because it's my own and I believe in the message that I put in the book. Well, it's the same way with products or services through affiliate marketing that you're offering, that you have to believe in it as if it's your own. You know, going a step further, StreamYard. Being able to have StreamYard or features in Ecamm where you take the time, even though it's not sponsored by said company or Ecamm or StreamYard, but you take the time and maybe make a video a month just highlighting some of the new features that your software, live stream software, has. Again, you're sharing something that you believe in. And that what you share and what you believe in and you communicate with those who are in the audience will say, hey, man, I see how this person is really getting value out of this. John is really getting value out of this. Mommy God is getting value out of it. Man, I need to try this. Let me go into the affiliate link and say, hey, let me try this. Epidemic Sound. If you're an individual who's struggling, who's trying to find royalty-free music, and you're coming across situations where YouTube is kind of blocking your content, or blocking the content, or partially blocking the content because you're playing royalty-free, you're playing music that you don't own the rights to. Hey, there's a link in the description for Epidemic Sound that you can click on and be able to start using royalty-free. Yes, I get a commission from it, but it's something that's going to be a win-win for you, a win-win for me, a win-win for the company. So I just wanted to share that with you. I'm going to go over here to the chat, pull this comment up from Mommy God as we click over here for questions. Mommy God says, so true, John. I wanted to do OBS earlier on. It was free, but my non-technical self cannot understand. But with a how-to channel, you can be able to book like yours, and John is sure, definitely. And see, again, John is definitely, knowing someone like John is out here on YouTube. If someone, as I said, Mommy Guy, if someone approaches me and say they want to learn about OBS, maybe StreamYard is not what they want, Ecamm is not they want, he's the consultant that I'm going to look for. I should not have done that, have a book yet, but I'm thinking about it. Hey man, there's so many ways, John, that you or me can be able to make money online. And you're eyeing a new camera for your live stream battle station. You're eyeing, upgrading your audio. These are just some of the ways that me and you can make money online to work towards those goals. So let me know in the chat, which is some of the ways you are making money online as you're marching towards your goal for monetization. And we're gonna, all through the month of April, we're gonna explore this topic about making money online. We're gonna explore in depth each of these that we talked about. So next week we're gonna go more and have of a deep dive on affiliate marketing. We're gonna do more of a deep dive on it, and then we're gonna talk about merchandise. We're gonna talk about digital products. We're gonna talk about the preparation for those of us who are not monetized yet and don't have 1,000 hours of watch time. I'm sorry, 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. What are the preparations and steps should we be doing to prepare ourselves so when we reach that milestone, we have certain things in place? What are some of the things that we should be doing? So we're going to just go in a deep dive all through the month of April, covering these different topics in ways on how you, as a new or small channel, can make money online. Because each and every one of you are great content creators in your own right. Each of you are great content creators in your own right. And the last thing we would want is being able to have a struggle financially. And again, yes, there is the crowdfunding like Buy Me a Coffee, and we should encourage individuals who will want to be able to participate. Like my sister Florence over at Quip Institute, she has a Buy Me a Coffee and she has a membership. And that's something that I'm working towards setting up myself. But I'm working on it. And I guess as a tortoise pace versus the hare pace, but we're getting there. But I still have these other ways that, like I said, through affiliate marketing, through referral programs, to be able to make money. Hey, if you're getting great value, click the like button for me. Share this on your favorite social media platform. Before we get on out of here, I want to bring back a good old oldie but goodie format that we used to do in the beginning of the huddle. We kind of got away from it, but I said, as we get towards the end of these live streams, hey, what the heck? Might as well bring it back. What has been your win of the week in your content creation journey this week, or personally, that's helped you to be able to get back to creating content the way you should? Sometimes the win of the week can be personally, because we could be facing some challenges personally or mentally or emotionally that doesn't have us in the right headspace to create content. But what's been your win of the week? As I'm gonna go over John's chat here, let me know in the chat for me about your win of the week. I want to highlight that and celebrate it with you. I have been literally looking at the affiliate Alchemist software for writing and formatting an ebook. Okay, and though I am less interested in making money and more interested in being known right now. Okay, understand. I think your motives and why you do things is important. That's a great starting point in terms of the motives of why you do things. And for you writing a book right now, that may not be on the high level of priority, because again, we start back in terms of the product or service that you're passionate about, what you're passionate about. Because if I'm doing something and if you're doing something you're not passionate about, and you're trying to get people to purchase it, it's just not going to come across the right way, that's beneficial in the best interest of your community or your audience. It says this week's show was a little rocky. Sam and I were both super tired, but we had fun and people enjoy it. And certainly I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it, John. I definitely enjoyed it because I think what I admire the most about you as a content creator in particular is your willingness to be consistent. You're transparent, you're consistent, you're transparent, and you are authentic. You are authentic about the moment that you're in. You don't shy and run away and say, okay, the stage is too big. I feel overwhelmed. I'm just going to end the stream in the middle of the live and forget those who are in the stream, despite how many there may be in the stream. Whatever platform you're on, you and Sam have at least demonstrated that to me. And that's why I don't have a problem with shouting you out here on the huddle, and just kind of giving you your flowers. Mommy guy said, it's if people find value in the products, it will sell itself. This is true. So it's a win for you. It's a win for John and in cheering you on. Just that, definitely. It's a win-win. It's a win-win for all of us. Definitely want to give that support. Haven't missed a week in over 73 weeks. That's an impressive streak. That's an impressive streak. Keep those wins of the week coming. I know you got some out there. Keep those wins of the week going. Please start any questions, yes, with a cue that you may have. Definitely, I want to be able to do my best to acknowledge. If you're watching me on LinkedIn, if you have a question, put a Q in front of the question. If you're on X watching me, put a Q in front of the question. Let me know where you're watching me from, what you're watching me on mobile. Are you watching me on desktop, or are you watching me on the HD television? So like I said, we're going to take, deep dive. This was kind of an overview of these 5 ways. But next week, we're going to get more into a deeper discussion about affiliate marketing. We're going to talk about merchandise, print on demand. We're going to talk about digital products. We're going to talk about the preparation for monetization. Say that fast 20 times. The preparation for monetization. You know, it's more than, I believe, than just getting 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. But there's some stuff that we have to put in place so that when YouTube says, "Congratulations, John, you are approved for YouTube's partnership program," you ain't scratching your head saying, "Okay, what do I do next?" I'm not scratching my head and saying, "What do I do next?" So I want to get into those topics and discussions as small, growing YouTube content creators that we are here on the Huddle, and have these discussions because, you know, as I'm searching on YouTube, I'm not finding conversations that talk about preparing yourself for the partnership program. I'm finding content that talks about, here's, I'm monetizing. Here's what I'm getting. I appreciate the testimonial in your journey and your story, but share a little about the behind the scenes that got you there. Share a little of those things that we all need to know to get there. And you say, well, Walter, that my goal is not so much in terms of making money on YouTube. I understand that. So this month may not be necessarily a topic of discussion that may of interest to you, but there are others of us who want to be able to prepare ourselves on being able to be in the position where we can be in the partnership program. We can unlock certain milestones, and be able to grow our channel, our community, our brand, and all of that takes money. And so we got to take advantage of the ways that we can make money on YouTube. Hey, this has been a great first opening discussion. And before I jump off here, again, if there are any other wins of the week, please let me know and I'll recognize them in the chat. My win of the week, my first step, was earlier today. I recorded my first podcast episode draft, did a draft episode. And, as I'm learning about trying to create a podcast in an audio or video format, I was struggling. And John, I know you do a lot of podcasting on your channel. And I was trying to look at, okay, what format am I going to create this podcast? Because I want this content not just to be in terms of being able to go on Spotify or Apple, but I want to best use it so that way it can be on my YouTube channel. And so, John, I kind of looked at your format of how you do building your presentation muscle, and your format of how you do your podcast. So I've been kind of using that as a guide for myself. And so for those of you who may be interested in podcasting, and being able to go into that arena of Apple or like on YouTube, check out John's channel on building a presentation muscle in terms of how he does his format of his podcast. So that's what I'm kind of using as a template for me. So that's my first, and my goal is I want to get at least, thank you, Mommy God, I want to get at least 3 to 5 episodes created. And then what I'm going to do is go ahead and then release those on YouTube. And then I have to look at in terms of, okay, as far as podcast hosting, am I going to look at maybe Buzzsprout? Am I going to look at some other podcasting hosting service so I can go and start releasing content in a podcast arena? But I'm gonna, like I said, John, I'm gonna use your format, keep it at anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes, because I want it to be bite-sized content where individuals can keep consuming. And then I think over time we'll work towards those 15 to 20-minute podcasts. I use Libsyn, and they actually generate that kind of video with static images, artwork, when I upload an audio Audio version. Okay, good to know, John. Thank you. Thank you. Good to know. Good to know there. Like I said, I'm, got the first draft done. I'm gonna go back and work on finalizing that draft. And then my goal is to get the next 2 done. And then once I get at least 3 done, I'm gonna go ahead and upload those, particularly up to YouTube, create a playlist, and then those will be my podcast versions of my video podcast on YouTube. And I'm gonna do a little different on the thumbnails. Most of the time, my face, my mug is always on the thumbnails. I'm gonna specifically make these faceless thumbnails. I won't be on them, but the topic and what I'm discussing, that's what I'm gonna create my thumbnail around. And so I'm excited. I am excited. Well, if there are no other wins of the week, this has been good. I want to thank each and every one of you for joining me on the huddle this evening. And let me know in the chat what's been your takeaway tonight. Which of these 5 affiliate marketing, merchandise. We talked about crowdfunding. We talked about digital products. We talked about services. Which of these 5 ways are you using to be able to make money on YouTube? And if you say I haven't been using any of them, which is a takeaway for you, let us know in the chat. As we get ready to get out of here, I want to encourage you. If you're feeling discouraged, if you're feeling mentally broken or mentally broken creatively, where you just don't feel like you got the passion to create, be encouraged today. Broken crayons steal color. For in the hands of little children who have a bag of broken crayons or a basket of broken crayons, when you put those broken crayons in children's hands, they create in their own heart and mind the greatest masterpieces that's important to them that they want to share with others. I just want to encourage you, just as broken crayons steal color, you can still create great content through your brokenness, that you humble yourself and get yourself in the right mindset to add value to others. Hey, we will talk to you next Saturday at 8 p.m. on the Huddle.